I'm heading to one of the best places in Britain for landscape photography, but when most people think of the southwest coast, this place is actually often overlooked, with Cornwall and South Devon getting the majority of the attention from tourists and photographers. Luckily for me, that means I'll be finding solitude in the wild on this 100-kilometre hiking and wild camping adventure. Exmoor has so much variety. Did you know it has the most wooded coastline in Britain? Actually, there's plenty more than that. There's open moorland, temperate rainforests, stunning vistas and rugged coastlines. Needless to say, there'll be plenty of photographic opportunities over the next few days. I'm starting on the eastern side of the national park and hiking through Exmoor to Ilfracombe, where I'll be taking advantage of the ultra-cheap £2 Exmoor coaster bus to get me back to where I started. I'm not gonna lie, this hike is gonna be a hard one. I'm not as fit as I used to be, and this is a long old hike with more ascents and descents than I ever could have imagined. I'll be braving the best of the British seasons on this hike, including all the classics like hail, muggy heat, relentless wind, but all that should make for some incredible photos. Well, I hope so anyway. So without further ado, Exmoor, let's get into it. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm in the beautiful Exmoor National Park, and this is actually a new national park for me. It's somewhere I've never been before, so I'm really excited to explore. Yeah, basically it should be a really interesting hike. Should be very varied, should see a little bit of everything. At the moment I've made it to the first sort of bit of temperate rainforest, and up in this tree here, lovely old oak tree, and there's polypody ferns growing in the crown there. And then if you look over here as well, a load of these trees here have got polypody ferns growing in the trees as well. So, you know, that's what I'm into. If you haven't already watched my last temperate rainforest hike, that one was in Somerset. That was a really nice hike. Completely different weather. So that was a lovely summer's day, a couple of days. And yeah, today we haven't got that. It's quite windy actually. So let's get going, let's carry on, and yeah, let's see what Exmoor has to offer. So after being completely overwhelmed with this place to begin with, I just couldn't believe it. You know, I just walked down this path and everything changed. The oak trees went from being straight, tall, kind of boring to be honest with you, to being really lovely and gnarled and covered with moss. It was just fantastic, the change that was so sudden there. So I couldn't resist taking a shot. I've literally come just off the path here, you know, really and truly it's not very far off the path, and yeah, just got this lovely shot with some polypody ferns growing in a tree just behind me, and then with the gnarled oak trees in the background. Very simple, very classically temperate rainforest or Atlantic woodland. So yeah, it's something that I think is going to fit very well within my portfolio of temperate rainforest images. And it's a shame, middle of the day, so you know it's harsh lighting, but I've been waiting for these patches where the cloud goes over the sun and then the lighting's just that little bit softer and nicer. So yeah, got my shot. Focus stack of 3 images. I think it was pretty tricky to get the ferns in focus because the wind is just blowing constantly. So even at 1/25th of a second, you know, the ferns are still going like that the whole time. So that's been a little bit tricky. Other than that, pretty simple shot. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I'll pop that up on the screen now. Let me know what you guys think. believe it. Honestly, I've been to so many of these temperate rainforest areas now. This might be my favourite, to be honest. This is just so stunning. It's so amazing to be here. It's crazy. Yeah, and I've got the place to myself. It's a weekday, so, you know, trails, sign posted and everything. But yeah, I got the place to myself, which is incredible. Yeah. God, look at this. Wow. Stunning. It's very, very windy at the moment. I'm out on the open heathland moors at the moment, so it's super exposed, so hopefully you can hear me. But behind me we have got our first Exmoor ponies, which was something that I wanted to tick off the list while we were here, and you know, it's only taken a couple of hours and there they are, so it's great to already tick them off. I would love to get a fantastic shot of them. At the moment I'm a little bit short for time, so I'm hoping that I'm going to get some more opportunities as the trip goes on and the hike progresses, but just because I really want to get some miles under my belt at the moment, and I'm not really looking to photograph the ponies right now, so hopefully there's more to see. But yeah, for now it's just nice to have seen them at least. Made it across. There's been river crossing after river crossing for the past, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour. Just little streams, but yeah, it just slows you right down, having to kind of take your time and work out which way to go over the rocks and everything. But yeah, stunning area, absolutely stunning. Yeah. And the weather is, fingers crossed, feeling pretty good at the moment. It has been showering a little bit. And obviously I'm down in the valley at the moment, so it's difficult to tell what's happening kind of up on the moors and everything, and by the coast, because it was my intention to find somewhere by the coast, like make it to the coast to be able to wild camp this evening, but I'm not sure at the moment. If it feels like this, it'd be absolutely lovely, but if it's really windy, then I may have to tuck back and find somewhere a bit more sheltered. But the plan is make it to the coast, or close-ish to the coast. We'll see how we do for time. So I've been walking for hours now, and I've been passing through loads of areas where there's bilberries growing, and come to think of it, I've passed through several areas so far this summer. It's September now, and all of the bilberry patches that I've seen, there's been none actually to pick and eat. So these are going to be my first bilberries of the season. I don't know why I haven't found any yet, but yeah, these are hopefully going to be really tasty. So bilberry, if you don't know, are very similar to a blueberry in taste. They're just a little bit smaller, and this is basically what we have in Europe, and then blueberries you get over in the States. So yeah, let's see what they taste like. Oh, missed one. It's so good. Not too sweet, not too sour, perfect. And the seeds are nice and small, so they don't get stuck in your teeth as well, compared to like blackberries when you're picking them. Oh, incredible. I'm gonna go for more. So good. God, I could stand there all day eating them. I love finding things like that on a trail. It's such a nice pick-me-up, especially like, you know, towards the end of the day when energy's getting low, you're fatigued and everything from hiking, and yeah, hopefully that's exactly what I need to push on and get to somewhere good to camp. I've seen several good spots, like if it were an hour or two later, I'd definitely stop there. But look, even here, nice grassy bit there. If I had to, I'd pitch up there. But as it stands, it is, I think it's about 4:30 now. My aim is around about 6 o'clock. I want to be looking for somewhere to pitch up and have dinner, basically, because at 7:30 it's sunset. So that gives me an hour and a half to find somewhere, pitch up, and watch the sunset. It'd be nice to find a good spot to do some photography at sunset as well. That'd be a nice bonus. Or failing that, somewhere that ends up being good for sunrise in the morning. So fingers crossed. This is a hard slog, but I'm out of the woods now, luckily, so it's nice to have a bit of sunshine on my face again. Been in that sort of dense woodland there for what seems like forever, but realistically was only a couple of hours. But yeah, back out into the heathland now, so maybe Exmoor ponies? That'd be cool. Hailstones. That's what we needed. Hey! Bloody hell. Not looking forward to camping tonight. I don't think it's going to be a very peaceful, serene sleep. Judging by the weather at the moment, anyway. Right, bit too little, too late there, but in my wet weather gear now. So, yeah, just as I finished putting everything on, the rain, of course, stopped. That's always the way, but it sort of felt like it was here to stay, and regardless, I was getting really, really cold with the wind as well, especially my hands. I mean, I didn't put gloves on or anything, but I could do with them right now. But hopefully, within 10 minutes, I will be pitching the tent, because, yeah, really, really just so looking forward to getting into the tent and having some nice hot food. Oh, it's going to feel so good. So yeah, like I say, hopefully 10 more minutes and then I'll be there. But yeah, that was a horrible sort of road walking stretch there. The one good thing, I was actually protected from the rain while I was walking on the road by a big hedge. So it was sort of sideways rain, and for the most part the hedge was actually protecting me. But then when I came out from behind the hedge, that's when, you know, I got soaked basically. So yeah, in my wet weather gear now, and it is still spitting, so at least I'm not getting any wetter for the time being. Right, so made it to somewhere half decent to sleep. Well, fingers crossed anyway. It's not too far from a farm, and I actually saw the woman that was living there basically. So, yeah, hopefully she doesn't clock that I'm here. But anyway, I'm here. I'm gonna phone my wife, have some dinner, and try and get an early night, really. It was quite a slog today, although there wasn't that many miles. There was a lot of up and down and everything, so yeah, I'm quite whacked actually. But yeah, I'll get dinner on the go and yeah, listen to a audiobook or something like that. Yeah, what a day.